Levi.
I'm Luke.
I'm Susanna.
I'm Billy.
I'm Ken.
I'm Mary.
And we are TNN Tiger News Network.
Good morning, DES. Welcome to the great broadcast of TNN Tiger News Network. I'm Destiny Brown.
And I'm Sarah Jackson.
And we have another great broadcast for y'all today. Well, without waiting any longer, let's get right into lunch with Levi Childers.
I think it's time to get some lunch. It's time for lunch. It's time to munch, crunch, eat a bunch. It's time for lunch, not brunch. I'm starving. Lunch. It's time for lunch. It's time to munch, crunch, eat a bunch. It's time for lunch, not brunch. Eat some cheese, peas, broccoli.
Good morning, DES. My name is Levi Childers, and I will do the lunch for you today. Our lunch today is chicken and rice casserole, garden salad with choice of dressing, English peas, yams, breadsticks, and a rice Krispie treat, and fruit juice and your choice of milk. Now back to the news desk with Destiny and Sarah.
Thank you, Levi, for that great lunch menu.
Now to Severe Weather Awareness Week.
Some of the information contained in this document was obtained with permission from the National Weather Service, Birmingham, Alabama office.
This week is Severe Weather Awareness Week 2019, and we want you to be prepared.
Today is February 21st, 2019, and the topic for today will be lightning.
Lightning strikes the United States about 25 million times a year. Although most lightning occurs in the summer, people can be struck at any time of the year. Lightning kills an average of 47 people in the United States each year, and hundreds more are severely injured.
All thunderstorms produce lightning and are dangerous.
Fortunately, people can be safe if they follow some simple guidelines when thunderstorms are forecast. Get inside of a building or a hardtop vehicle.
Avoid contact with metallic objects and trees.
Don't use electrical appliances and land phones.
If outside, crouch down and avoid being the tallest object. Stay away from water. Most accidents occur while on water.
Stop all activities and wait 30 minutes after the storm to start back the activities.
Thunder roars, go indoors.
Lightning often strikes outside the area of heavy rain and may strike as far as 10 miles from any rainfall.
Many lightning deaths occur ahead of storms, before any rain arrives, or after storms have seemingly passed and the rain has ended.
If you hear thunder, you are in danger. Don't be fooled by blue skies. If you hear thunder, lightning is close enough to pose an immediate threat.
Lightning leaves many victims with permanent disabilities. While only about 10% of lightning victims die, many survivors must live the rest of their lives with intense pain, neurological disabilities, depression, and other health problems.
Lightning can strike from 10 miles away from the storm if you are on the water. Seek a sturdy structure. When the thunder roars, go indoors.
Lightning is hotter than the surface of the sun and can reach temperatures up to 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's the end of our segment about lightning. Now back to the news desk with Destiny and Sarah.
Thank y'all for those wonderful facts. Now on to Reading Zone with Miss Mass.
Hey boys and girls, we are here for a special edition Reading Zone. This week you have learned about different kinds of weather. Yesterday specifically you learned about tornadoes. Well, I did a Reading Zone with Miss Wilson's second grade class and I read to them a story about tornadoes, and it was a nonfiction story, so this is full of information that is real. So I'm going to go ahead and get into our story called Tornadoes. Tornadoes are very wild and dangerous storms. These storms do not happen often. When tornadoes do happen, people sometimes call them twisters. A tornado is a spinning storm with very, very strong winds. The winds spin in a circle. A tornado is shaped like a funnel or a cone. The tornado reaches from the clouds all the way to the ground. Some tornadoes are fat, some tornadoes are skinny, but all tornadoes are powerful. Tornadoes form when warm, wet air meets cool, dry air high up in the sky. The warm air and the cool air have lots of energy. If the two types of air push each other hard enough, this can make a thunderstorm. Thunderstorms are huge clouds with lightning and thunder. They also have strong winds. Tornadoes sometimes form in the middle of big, powerful thunderstorms. The air in the storm spins around very fast. It moves two ways. The air spins around in a circle. The air also moves up very fast in the middle of the circle. Sometimes the spinning winds drop down out of the clouds and reach the ground. When this happens, we call the storm a tornado. A tornado that forms over water is called a waterspout. Waterspouts can be very fat or very skinny, just like tornadoes that form over land. You may have seen pictures of tornadoes, but not many people will ever see a real tornado. Have you ever wondered what it is like to see a tornado in person? Before a tornado, the sky gets dark. Sometimes the clouds turn green. Next, the wind starts to blow. Pretty soon, it is really blowing. With the wind comes rain. It can rain very, very hard when a tornado is coming. With the wind and the rain come thunder and lightning. The wind gets even stronger. With the strong wind and bright lightning and booming thunder comes hail. Hail is balls of ice that form inside thunderstorms. Usually hail is small, but it can sometimes be as big as baseballs. Then, with all of the wind and rain and thunder and lightning and hail comes the tornado itself. The winds in a tornado are the fastest on earth. They move much faster than the fastest race cars. They make an awesome noise as they spin around. Up close, a tornado sounds like 100 trains all zooming by at once. People who hear a tornado never forget that sound. Tornadoes are so powerful that they can pick up things and throw them in the air. Tornadoes can blow small buildings down. In places where tornadoes are common, people have special tornado shelters under the ground. If there is no special tornado shelter, the basement is the best place to be. Never stay near a window, since the glass almost always breaks and flies around during a tornado. Scientists who study tornadoes have invented weather machines that tell them where tornadoes might form. The scientists call for a tornado watch if the weather looks like a tornado might happen. If a tornado is actually spotted, a tornado warning is given on television and radio. People must pay attention to these warnings. They need to seek shelter right away if there is a tornado spotted in their area. Where are tornadoes common? The United States has the most tornadoes in the world. The middle part of the United States and the state of Florida have the most tornadoes. The center of the United States, from Texas up to Nebraska and Iowa, has the biggest tornadoes. This area is called Tornado Alley. People who live in this part of the United States know what to do if a tornado comes. Florida has the most tornadoes, but not the biggest ones. Florida also has the most waterspouts. Tornadoes and waterspouts happen over much of the earth. Most of them form in spring and summer. Tornadoes usually form late in the afternoon. Tornadoes are truly wonders of nature. And that's the end of our book. We learned a lot of information. And as I've been doing this month, when we finished this book, we talked about it and we wrote a quick summary. And Miss Wilson's class had a lot of things to say and share about tornadoes, but this is the paragraph that we ended with after we had discussed what was in the book. So here's the summary that they wrote. Tornadoes are wind spinning around in circles. A tornado can knock down a house. The wind in a tornado is very strong, powerful, and fast. The wind in a tornado is faster than a race car. During a tornado warning, people need to go to a safe place such as a basement. Tornadoes are very dangerous. And I think they did a good job summing up what that was about. I hope you enjoyed this informational text about tornadoes during our special edition of Severe Weather Week Reading Zone. See you next week.
That brings us to the end of another great broadcast of TNN Tiger News Network. And as we always say, have a great day or not,
The choice is yours.